Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, June 19th, 2017. Well, the S&P today, relatively quiet volume with just about 30 minutes to go, only 40.4 million, so that's not an issue. But what I wanted to bring to your attention today is some major happenings in regards to two tech stocks. They're both tech stocks that I think there is significant downside on, and I'm going to bring them forth to you right now. First one is Amazon. Take a look at Amazon's price performance today. Extremely weak. It gapped up this morning, had this crazy surge as high as 1,017, and then reversed sharply and has traded down the whole entire day back towards the flat line. That price performance is not good. What that's telling me here is there was probably someone out there who wanted to get in and then did a market order which popped it up, and institutions just sold right into it, and they've been unloading the whole entire day here. And again, what you have to think about here with Amazon is it had this crazy rally on the buyout of Whole Foods on Friday. But in all reality, think about it like this. They just bought out a brick and mortar retail play. All right. Now, granted, maybe 10 years down the line they can do something with it, but let's ask yourself this. How hot is brick and mortar right now? Look at the charts of Macy's, Sears, J.C. Penney, Coors. I mean, you could go on and on. Target. All these companies are struggling. But Amazon buys Whole Foods out and all of a sudden Amazon's market cap goes up? No, 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 no. That is not the way it's going to work here, and that's not the way it will work in the coming days. You are going to see Amazon come back to reality. There was a lot of hype on the deal. In fact, all over the weekend, we saw media outlets just posting, oh, this is the greatest thing. This is huge. This is going to create a bidding war for Whole Foods. Nonsense. Bottom line is, I'm not saying it's a bad buy by Amazon, but it's not going to increase their market cap in the short term. If anything, it should decrease it since they're paying $13.7 billion for Whole Foods. Not only that, but if you look at the daily chart on Amazon here, we'll bring that up right now. The daily chart is way overdone, way overdone. And again, back to the recent highs, you had a beautiful technical double top right there. The stock, look at this reversal candle today. This is nasty. This thing, you know where this is going to go in the next few days? Right down to this 964 level. Gap fill, 50 MA right below that. That's my target. I shorted it with the Research Center today. We are already up over $5 on the short today. Making money left and right. That's what we do here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Another stock that I'm extremely bearish on is Tesla. Now, let me explain why, folks. Bottom line is, Tesla's a fantastic idea company. I mean, I love the innovation. Elon Musk is one of the greatest minds in the whole entire world. That doesn't mean that his company should be valued at levels where it's just kind of in the tech bubble of the late 90s ratio. Okay? I mean, you're talking about, yes, if everything plays out perfectly and everything comes to fruition, then yeah, maybe this in 10 years or 5 years will grow into the valuation at this current price point. But it is not that point yet. And therefore, again, I am extremely, extremely bearish on Tesla right now. Now, not just because of the valuation. I want to make it clear that I'm just not a valuation person. I'm more than anything a technical person. Those of you that know me, have heard of me, you know I'm all about the stock charts. And that's why the stock charts are so telling here. And that's why I'm so bearish, all right? Because the valuation, in all fairness, when it was trading over here, I mean, the valuation was ridiculous then too. So what makes this point in time so immediate that I need to scream out to you guys, bearish, bearish, bearish on Tesla? This is going to drop down sharply in the next couple weeks. The answer is very simple. If you look at last Wednesday's candlestick, all right, you clearly see on this daily chart of Tesla a doji topping pattern. All right, that's kind of the acceleration and euphoria of the emotional side of investors right there when you create this. Because what's happening is the average investor is piling in. And then ultimately what ends up happening is we see the institutions unloading. And the reason you know that the institutions are unloading, because look at the move up. So it opened that day right here, right? So that's how you get a doji, because it was trading down, it was trading up, and then it closes right in the middle, kind of creating that mid-level close at a new all-time high, by the way. But what you notice here is that look at the volume on that day. The volume on that day was the biggest day of volume in months, if not longer. And that's something that should get your attention, because if the volume was all buy side, this would have had a big green candle here. It would have gone up, 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 all buying. But it wasn't. It was a doji pattern there. It was a doji candle with heavy volume, which insinuates major distribution by institutional investors. And this again tells me the stock is topping here. Not only that, but look at the price action in the last couple of days. The greatest example is today. The stock has been struggling, basically flat to negative all day long. Now compare it to the QQQ. Look at the Qs today, guys. Up $2 on the Qs. So the NASDAQ 100 is up 2 points. $2. Actually, over $2. Then what is Tesla doing? Is Tesla underperforming or overperforming? The answer is it's obviously underperforming the market. And that right there is a dead-on signal because a week ago, this was outperforming. If the NASDAQ was down, Tesla was up. If the NASDAQ was down big, Tesla was flat. That has switched now. That is something you must pay attention to as investors. That is humongous. So expect downside. I have downside targets here. 50 MA is going to be first target right along this point here. So you have a pivot point here. So you're looking at around 325 as a first target. I actually think after a big bounce off 325, you'll see another leg down to around the 285 level. There's a bunch of gap fills, former pivot right here. Those are my downside targets. This is where it's at, folks. Come join InTheMoneyStocks.com. There's a 7-day free trial. All right, you wanted the Amazon short today. We're already up for over $5 on. You want other trades like I gave out last week. We took profits last week on multiple trading opportunities. These are swing trades. We buy them, we hold them for a few days, and we dump them. You want to know who nailed the exact top on NVIDIA and we took over 10% profit in one day? That's right, In the Money Stocks members. I gave out the alert here at the highs. The sell-off was a beauty. It's actually making a bearish pattern here, so we'll probably reshort it. If you want to know where we're reshorting it, sign up for the Research Center. You can take the 7-day free trial. Get involved now, folks. This is where it's at. Talk to you soon. Take care.